In this tutorial, we'll be utilizing an additive blending shader to learn about what is known as the depth buffer, which is also interchangeably called the Z buffer. We'll also be going over rendering cues, which is a concept that is inherently linked to the Z buffer when we're using any type of shader that blends your mesh with other meshes already rendered on screen. So here's the mesh that we're going to be using. It just has vertex colors, and there are 3 of this mesh in the scene in a row in the Z axis. And right now we have no blending whatsoever, so the meshes in front of other meshes the meshes that are in front will occlude the meshes behind them. So let's go ahead and turn some additive blending on. So now we have the meshes blending together, however they all get brighter, and the reason for that is that the background is gray and not black. So in order to see the colors as they originally were, we can use a black background. So I'll just turn on a black plane, and now we still have additive blending, but where the meshes are not blending together, we get the original vertex colors of the mesh. So there is the complete effect of 3 meshes being blended together. And the shader being used is just this. It's being used on all 3 meshes. It's not very long, but these 2 lines, Z right off, and tags with a rendering cue within, are introducing new concepts, and each one is necessary to ensure that our rendering is performed the way that we want. I will show you an example now of what can happen if you leave those 2 lines out. Go to this one. So now we're only seeing two of the meshes instead of 3. We're seeing the one in front and the one in the middle here, and those are being blended together additively. All the blending will be additive, but then when we move through the first mesh, the mesh in the background pops up, and now there's no blending. You can see by the black corner here, there's no blending between the mesh in the middle and the one in the background. So there is the complete effect if we were to leave off those 2 very important lines. And the reason for that is because we're dealing with the depth buffer and Z testing.